Hello and welcome to Healy Fit with your instructor, Jen. Today I have a weighted Pilates workout for you utilizing a light set of dumbbells. So when you're ready, come on down, grab your dumbbells in a seated position with knees folded. Elbows slightly bent, hands right in front of the chest line. You'll lean back and tap one knee in towards your forearm at a time. Light point through the toes, and then a gentle lift and lowering of the legs. All right, now from here, we're going to keep the feet planted down to the floor. Open the arms out to the sides, light elevation into the chest, and then squeeze the arms back in together. Good. Squeeze into the back, and then squeeze into the front. Feel that oppositional pressure as you open through the chest, and then open through the back. Good. Lift and release. Keep that core connection as you move, navel towards spine, pulled back away from the waistband. Awesome. We're going to add on to this. So next up, pull the arms out and lift the legs. Now, if this is a little too intense for you starting out, you are welcome to keep the feet planted to the floor like we just did. Otherwise, as you move the arms out, you're going to lift the knees up into that V-sit position. Awesome. Last one. Now let's go ahead and extend the legs all the way out nice and long from the seated position. Lower your body down to the floor. Bent elbows, hands come overhead. Come back up into that seated position with backward lean. Go ahead, imprint back down to the floor, hands overhead. Reach, almost seated but not quite. Heels are anchored towards the floor. Tie in through the backs of the upper inner thighs. Light pressure into the glutes and light squeeze into the abdomen. Awesome, almost there. Fantastic. Let's take it all the way down to the floor. Keep those elbows kind of stacked over shoulders, and let's reach hand towards opposite knee. So as you extend along the tricep, reach the hand towards the knee and tuck the knee in towards that opposite hand. Good. Now here is a great chance for you to check in with your core. Navel drawn towards spine, even as you reach the hand and leg in. Keep your core connection, navel down and away from the waistband. Keep the rib cage pulled towards the hips. And now let's add an elevation and twist. All right, so now we're lifting shoulder towards opposite hip. Reaching the hand out past the opposite knee. Good. Still flexing along the back of the arm into the tricep. Reach and extend. Working into the obliques. Now let's bring both arms in and then both hands back. All right, so feet come from floor into that tabletop position. Crunch elbows towards knees. Crunch hands towards heels. Flex rib cage towards hips. Pull navel towards spine. You're welcome to keep the head down throughout this movement to take strain off the neck, but if you're up for it, go ahead, lift and look through the knees. Last one, and let's tuck the feet in nice and close. Hands into chest press position, about elbows under shoulders, hands kind of right over those elbows as you push into the hips, hamstrings, and glutes. Drive the weights up into your chest press. Now, option heels up is going to give you a little bit more intensity into the backside. Heels down is going to take a little bit of intensity out, but it's going to allow you to drive more through hamstrings and glutes. Good, now we're imprinting bone by bone down and then peeling bone by bone up. Good, press and elevate, pull and depress. Changing gears, hold up and then reach one arm at a time, kind of up and overhead. Good, lengthening the arm up and back behind you. Again, anytime you need to, those heels can come down to the floor, or maybe you're thinking you want to increase your intensity. You are welcome to lift your heels up. All right, let's add opposite arm and leg. All right, so here you'll notice I drop my heels to the floor. This is intense whether your heels are up or down, but you're really going to feel some heat into the hamstrings and glutes. Now, the first thing when those hamstrings and glutes get in hot water is they want to dip down towards the floor. So try to keep resetting that elevation, bringing the hips up higher and higher, trying to keep that lift up from your mat. Now lift both arms, both heels, and then depress both heels, lower the hips, and come up into a crunch. Whew, lots of choreography here. Okay, arms up, heels up, hips down, crunch. We got all that? Arms up overhead, feet up, hips down, crunch. All right, arms up overhead, bridge, heels up. Whoo, hamstrings are burning. Oh my goodness. Hold on. We're almost halfway there. I know you can do it. Keep going. Reach, 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 and extend. Retuck those feet in if you need to. And then crunch back up. Go ahead, reach and extend. Bridge, lower back down, and crunch. Good. Everything got really, really intense really, really quickly. Let's go ahead. Hold it here for a moment. Take one knee in, almost like you are pulling that knee in with your arm. You're just going to flex the arm back with the opposite leg. All right, so we're in that crunch position, isometric hold into the abdominals. Tuck your tummy in and back away from the waistband, and then pull your opposite knee. Reset your body whenever you need to, lifting up a little bit higher, squeezing rib cage towards hips. Now let's change it overhead with a kick up to the sky. So coming from knee in to leg extension, knee bend, and down to floor. Still holding that isometric flexion into the core as we bring the arm overhead, working into the intercostals, the muscles that interlace the rib cage, and rest. Awesome. Let's take it into rolling like a ball. Tuck those knees in, C curve, and come up. Stick your stunt. Good. Rock back, roll up. Now, if your feet touch the floor, it is a-okay. We are still learning, and with learning comes a challenge for our muscles. So just try to stick your stunt, but again, if you tap down, it is okay. Awesome. We made it, y'all. Let's take it into some stretches. We're going to take your arm up and over, lengthen from fingertips down to that outer edge of the hip, into the obliques, down through the love muffin. That is my affectionate term for your, you guessed it, muffin top. Let's stretch in the other direction, extending hamstring and glute. Awesome. Let's switch directions. Bottoms of feet together, hinging to the front, opening up through the inner thighs, lower back. And then we'll go into those same stretches on the other side. One knee front, one knee back, lean. Look up under the arm to the sky. Oh, it feels so good. Once we're done and we get those extended stretches in, kind of checking in with all of the hard work that we have done. After that overarching reach, come into a comfortable seated position. We made it, y'all. Thank you so much. Have an amazing rest of your day. Take care and be well.